I think not bad. For half an hour from the trailhead, views like this. Welcome back to Speedwalk Hikes. Today I'm scouting. I'm scouting a trail for a group hike that will be leading next week. I'm in New Jersey right now on the State Line Trail, which leads up to the Appalachian Trail. Stay tuned for a fun hike on the AT, among others, and amazing views over Greenwood Lake. After exactly 1 mile and 560 feet of elevation, we're going to now take the Ernest Trail. I think we're going to come our first view. Let's see what it's like. I think not bad. For half an hour from the trailhead, views like this. I'm going to link my AllTrails GPS in the description so you guys can hike this hike as well. Sometimes it's tough being tall on the trail. Off the ridge for a little bit, that feels good. Much warmer than I expected and much warmer than the weather forecast. What a surprise. No swimming, they say, but it sure looks inviting. After a while, the Ernest Trail merges with the Bearfort Ridge Loop, which is the Green Blazes, but it's essentially the same trail. Past two hikers coming from the other direction. That usually minimizes the opportunities to see any wildlife. Watch your step, buddy. Look at these mountain laurels. I do learn something sometimes, okay? Okay, I'm getting better, all right? Don't mock me. So far, I rate this trail easy. But we're only, about almost a quarter through, so maybe things change. But for now, definitely easy. Hiking stacks are optional here so far. Plenty of water on this trail so far as well, but it's still early spring, so that might dry up in the summer. Oh, that's an interesting rock right there with all the fern on it. Pretty cool. We have now reached the southernmost point of this hike and the intersection with the Bearfort Ridge Loop that we've been on, and we're going to turn back now north all the way to the end. So let's do some climbing. Look at these get plenty of sun exposure. That's why they're looking south. Look at this young tree. All the limbs are growing out to the south because that's where the sun spends most of its time. And here on the north side, there are hardly any limbs. So this could be, if you see this pattern repeated multiple times, you can use a tree to find your direction in the woods. One tree is not going to do the trick here. You're going to have to find this evidence multiple times to verify it. This deadwood here, right here, that's a trip hazard for hikers, so we're going to take care of that real quick. always carried a saw, finally got an opportunity to use it. Another trail maintenance opportunity, but I think my little saw is not going to do that any good. Next week when I lead the group hike on this trail, we're going to take out that stump. Look at that little Christmas tree right here. Imposing rocks. I think we're getting close to the top. Let's go check this out. It's not the peak. We got to put in a little bit more work for the scramble. Like a mountain goat. All right, there's some scrambling, some real scrambling coming up right here. I don't know if you can see it there in the background, but that's New York City, Manhattan, baby. On these ridges here, everything is bone dry. It feels like there's already high fire risk here. All these pine, I feel like I'm hiking on the west coast. It's got some Yosemite west coast vibes right here, this hike. Look at this rock right here. How did it end up here? Right there, seemingly held up by that tree. Explain that to me. Thank you. The Ridgeford Trail that we're on right now might be my new favorite trail in New Jersey. It's really fun, a lot of scrambles, up and down, good views. I mean, what else could you ask for? As fun as it is now on a very dry day, as treacherous it would be on a rainy day. You do not want to hike this when it rains. Absolutely treacherous. I see two blazes very close together, but I don't see the next one. Am I blind or? Oh, right there. Right there. Look at this tree. That's a true widowmaker right there. I'll get down here. Holy shit. I had to turn the camera off for a minute for that one. Surprise, surprise. Mid-hike update. 3 hours and 10 minutes. I've hiked 7.25 miles and scaled 1,500 feet of elevation. I can feel it, guys. It's not an easy hike. And I don't think we're even halfway. Now we're going to take a left here on the AT. Here on the AT, we're making our way to Prospect Rock. I think it's another 1.5 miles or so, but that should afford us some really great views of Greenwood Lake. So we're leaving the Appalachian Trail now. We're going to get on the zigzag trail, which is right here. And that trail later on rejoins the Appalachian Trail northbound. Yes, this is a kind of an old woods road. Look at that tree. Broke right through the rock. Popped it open. Like popcorn. See how the rock was lying there? The tree grew underneath and popped it up. On the way to Prospect Rock. In order to get some views, we gotta go up, right? That's the deal. We want to go look at Prospect Rock, right? Because they haven't any views. We got a lot of hiking down here today, but no views. Let's get some real views, guys. So I'm gonna have lunch here as well. Have a little break. And then push this one through to the end. This is Prospect Rock. I was getting worried for a minute because I wasn't sure how much water I got left, but I got about 1.4 liters, probably 1/3 of a gallon. No need to panic. I just finished my lunch. These are the views from Prospect Rock. And now let's get back on trail. Not any trail, that is, the Appalachian Trail until the end. That looked like the way, but that was not the way. This is the way. That's why we call it scouting, to make sure that this doesn't happen when I'm hiking with the group. Okay. Why did I do that? Because I have a live straw. I've never tried it, and this water looks really fresh, and that sandwich was really salty, so I wanted to give it a shot. Works amazing. The flow is really, really strong, so get yourself one. Definitely a good investment if you ever happen to run out of water and don't want to filter it. Another cool rock. Trees growing straight up from the rock. One day one of these trees might pop this whole thing apart. Let's just wait 100 years. We earned this one. Look at that. 12 miles in, 5.25 hours, 2,000 feet of elevation, but it's up and down on the ridges. It's killing my quads. I haven't hurt this bad in a while. Find some energy, dig deep, and get this done all day like this. All day. Oh, it was fun the first 5 miles. Now I kind of had it. How about some flat woods road, please? Yeah, baby! I know that wasn't elegant, but I had to give it a shot. Whew. Back in the woods, a little bit of shade. That's wonderful right now. I'm done with the ridges. Done with it. And the best thing about this hike is I gotta do it all over again next Sunday. If I didn't bring that life straw, I would have been pretty thirsty. I just had another sip out of the stream, and it really kind of rejuvenated me. I still have a little bit of water, but I didn't want to use all my water until I get, very close to the end of the trail. Looks like we got one more peak maybe before we head down to Greenwood Lake. Like I care at this point. But anyway, let's see. We've reached the end of Greenwood Lake, so we're gonna go down and find our way back. But yeah, the views here, pretty cool. All worth it in the end. Look, trail angels. The water here for the AT through hikers. I think we're going to a village, 1 mile. There's a long way and there's a short way to the village. I'm taking the 1 mile way. Next week we can decide if we want to take the long way. That's cool too, but I'm sure some people will say let's take the long way and the other ones can take the short way. And today I'm taking the short way. The short way, but not to the village. There's a blaze. This is downhill pure, absolute quad burnout. This ankle breaker of a hike is coming to an end. It's been fun, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna put the link to the GPS into the description on my all trails. So if you guys want to hike this, you can download the GPS. Follow me on all trails. And you can get all my hikes. All right, friends, that's the end of scouting above Greenwood Lake for the Ramblers. Tune in next week when I'm hiking this again. Yes, Groundhog Day for me next Sunday, and I'm leading my first hike. So that's all from Speedbug Hikes. See you on the next one.